Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with LEGACYBOX. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about preserving your legacy, and then visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection. In 1952, America seemed to be moving in two directions at once. The country was settling into the comfort of the post-war boom, but Cold War fears lingered. With a population of roughly 157 million people, the baby boom continued, and Americans watched a year unfold with mixed optimism as pop culture quickly reshaped society. On January 14th, The Today Show premiered on NBC, becoming one of the longest-running TV programs in American history. The show helped establish the format for modern morning news programming. By February 6th, Princess Elizabeth became Queen Elizabeth II, following the death of her father, King George VI. This began a reign that would span generations. On March 21st, thousands of excited teenagers packed into the Cleveland Arena for what is often considered the first major rock and roll concert, the Moondog Coronation Ball, organized by disc jockey Alan Freed. The crowd became so large that the event had to be shut down early. Moviegoers flocked to theaters on March 27th, when Singin' in the Rain premiered in New York City. Starring Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds, the musical would later be regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. On March 29th, President Harry Truman stunned many Americans by announcing he would not be seeking another term as president. By April 28th, General Dwight D. Eisenhower resigned as Supreme Commander of NATO, preparing for an upcoming presidential campaign. Television advertising changed forever on April 30th. That's when Mr. Potato Head became the first toy ever promoted in a TV commercial. An early glimpse of artificial intelligence appeared on May 19th, when Time magazine featured Theseus, an experimental electronic learning machine that included a mechanical mouse created by mathematician Claude Shannon. On June 2nd, President Truman returned control of the nation's steel mills following a Supreme Court ruling. 560,000 United Steelworkers immediately went on strike, which would continue for 53 days. By July 3rd, Puerto Rico's constitution had been approved by Congress, paving the way for the island to become a self-governing U.S. Commonwealth later that month. On July 11th, General Eisenhower officially became the Republican nominee for president, following nomination in Chicago. He chose Richard Nixon as his running mate. Beginning on July 19th, radar operators and military personnel tracked multiple mysterious unidentified objects over Washington, D.C. The incident lasted a week and became one of the most famous UFO events in American history. On August 13th, blues singer Big Mama Thornton recorded Hound Dog, a song that would later become even more famous by Elvis Presley. Country music history was made on August 23rd, when Kitty Wells became the first woman to top the Billboard country charts with the song "It Wasn't God Who Made Honky Tonk Angels." Television audiences were introduced to The Adventures of Superman on September 19th. That's when the show premiered in syndication, starring George Reeves as the Man of Steel. That same day, September 19th, actor and filmmaker Charlie Chaplin was barred from re-entering the United States after traveling abroad, amid controversy over his political views. On September 23rd, undefeated heavyweight boxer Rocky Marciano knocked out Jersey Joe Walcott to capture the World Heavyweight Championship. Fast food history was made on September 24th, when the first franchised Kentucky Fried Chicken opened in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Colonel franchised his famous recipe to his friend Pete Harmon. By October 7th, the music television program Bandstand, later called American Bandstand, debuted in Philadelphia, years before Dick Clark would make it nationally famous. Children's literature gained a timeless classic on October 15th, when Charlotte's Web by author E.B. White was first published. The presidential election of November 4th saw Dwight D. Eisenhower defeat Adlai Stevenson in a landslide victory. This result was famously predicted correctly by the early computer UNIVAC 1. Later that month, on November 29th, President-elect Eisenhower traveled to Korea in fulfillment of a campaign promise to personally examine the ongoing war. On December 8th, television broke another barrier when I Love Lucy aired the first American TV episode to openly acknowledge pregnancy as part of a storyline. On December 20th, a U.S. Air Force C-124 Globemaster crashed near Moses Lake in Washington state, killing 86 servicemen. At the time, it was one of the deadliest aviation disasters in American military history. 5 days later, on December 25th, Queen Elizabeth II delivered her first Christmas Day radio broadcast, thanking people throughout the Commonwealth for their loyalty and affection, and pledging to continue the royal holiday tradition for years to come. Recollection Road and LEGACYBOX both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and LEGACYBOX can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. LEGACYBOX is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.